Hi, this is Ed O'Neill, Al Bundy, and I'm on my vacation in sunny Fort Lauderdale. It's costing me a fortune, but I figure no expense is too great to get some sun. I'd like to wish you a happy holidays from the 1991 Winterfest Boat Parade. It's great.
From Fort Lauderdale, Florida, welcome to the 20th Annual Winterfest Boat Parade. This year's theme is Reflections on the Water. Our hosts are Bob Soper and Joan Lovett, with special guest star Joan Rivers. Tonight's nautical spectacular is being brought to you in part by The Card, the American Express card. Don't leave home without it. Moet and Chandon, France's best-loved champagne. Washington Apples, they're as good as you've heard. Mayors, the fine art of giving, your local Toyota dealers. And by Chase Manhattan Bank, profit from the experience.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Welcome to the 1991 Winterfest Boat Parade. This year's theme is Reflections on the Water.
And for many of us, this is the signal that the holidays are ready to begin. It gives South Florida its own special way to celebrate the coming of the season.
We're at the beautiful Guest Quarters Suite Hotel located on the Intracoastal Waterway. They are the official sponsoring hotel for Winterfest, and the view is perfect.
This is officially the 20th anniversary of the boat parade, and people are lined up all along the waterway at special viewing areas and at parties ready to view what should be the best parade ever.
Television star Joan Rivers is on board the Savings of America showboat as it gets ready to get into position, and she is the Grand Marshal this year.
And Joan, what are your thoughts as the parade gets set to begin?
I think this is one of the most glamorous, beautiful evenings I've ever spent. The boats are incredible, the decorations, the attitude of the people, it's just magical. How many people make the annual pilgrimage to the Intracoastal Waterway to see the boat parade?
Over 500,000 people. Sounds like Kelly's date book.
Don't go away. There's more to come in the 1991 Winterfest Boat Parade.
Happy holidays from the Orange Bowl, Queen and Court.
Joan, it looks like the parade is ready to begin. I can see the fireworks boat.
And this year the boat is sponsored by Intercoastal Realty of Fort Lauderdale. And in the distance, what do we see? The Grand Marshal showboat way back there.
Sponsored by Savings of America, this vessel is the Kathleen W., a 142-foot yacht owned by Kathleen Windridge and designed by the Don C. Moore Design Group.
This is the 5th consecutive year the Savings of America has sponsored the Grand Marshal showboats. Don Moore is the designer of the Savings of America boat, and he had a few thoughts about it.
This year, my staff and I are doing just this one boat for Savings of America, and I designed this boat around our Grand Marshal, which is the first time I've done that in the 7 years that I've been participating in the boat parade. I did that for a couple of reasons. One, because I think she's going to be the greatest Grand Marshal we've ever had, and secondly, because I love her. And there's an example right now of some problems that are inherent in doing a project like this. We're blowing circuits, the generators die, but before the boat parade actually gets underway, we'll have everything worked out so that we'll have a really smooth operating display.
Shouting happy holiday. We'll give her a wave here, Joan. Why not? She's on our station. She probably knows us, right?
Oh, sure. She's got a great name anyway.
Yeah, great name, Joan.
Hey, Joan.
Hi, Joan Lovett, Bob Sober! What a great night I'm having aboard this beautiful vessel sponsored by Savings of America. I mean, just have a look. The boat's bedecked with as many jewels as I am. Twinkle, 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 twinkle.
And probably her dog Spike is there somewhere.
She said she'd bring him if it was 4 hours or less.
Many of the homes along the Intercoastal are having their own boat parties.
And here's Hilda Fernandez.
Bob and Joan, the party is starting to come alive. Thousands of folks are lining up the Intracoastal for a glimpse at this year's spectacular boat parade.
Winterfest is ringing in the holidays with a dazzling display of lights.
This is so exciting, and it's such perfect weather, and we're in a great spot for it.
The Daly's Winterfest parade is just one of many up and down the Intracoastal.
I never saw so many people, and I never saw that many boats.
Also a lot more music from the shoreline, where parties are fast becoming a part of the Winterfest boat parade tradition.
We're having a lot of fun, but now it's time to go back to you, Bob and Joan.
Interestingly, this yacht was decorated and put together by Magic 102.7 employees.
So they've got a lot of talent on and off the air, I think.
They're the official radio station of Winterfest. Our next entry is number 7, Fort Lauderdale Area Association of Realtors aboard the Carrie B.
Now, the Fort Lauderdale Area Association of Realtors, they're big supporters of the boat parade. In fact, they sponsor a lot of Winterfest programs, including the shoreline decorating competition.
And happy holidays from the Fort Lauderdale Area Board of Realtors.
Thanks, Steve Casper. We'll be seeing the shoreline competition a little later in the program.
This is number 8, the Moon Cusser, a 34-footer, and this is a South Florida favorite. This has been in the parade for years and years. And this year's theme is the March of the Toy Soldiers.
Each time the cannon is fired at the conclusion of the soldiers' march, the soldiers all fall down.
This sounds like one the kids will like.
Here they come. Watch the soldiers now. Oh, here comes one of our favorites. This is the Dolly, WSVN Channel 7 showboat entry into this year's Winterfest parade. Is a privately owned yacht, the Dolly. Lillian Dickerman is the owner of the Dolly. She lives aboard the yacht when not cruising. It's docked at Williams Island. Captain Gary is at the helm, and this year's theme is Channel 7's popular South Florida news station logo in near neon, created by Michael Sampson and Pierre Johnson of Multi Entertainment.
This is entry number 14. This is called 2 Over Easy, done by Dick and Sue Pierce. And their theme is glitzy girls and black tie boys.
They call it 2 Over Easy because they cook a lot of eggs. The Marietta is a 38-foot yacht presented by Memorial Hospital's Children's Center, and their boat's theme is steering a course, speak again, Bob, steering a course for healthy children.
And this boat is being navigated by children whose dreams are to be a doctor and a nurse. And as soon as we get a closer look, you'll be able to see some of the kids aboard.
There he is. He's the navigator. The little boy right there and the little girl right behind him. Yeah. She's got to move out of his shadow, doesn't she?
They're great.
Hey guys, Hooters!
Girls, come on.
Here comes Hooters. This boat is always a hit in the parade, featuring the one and only Hooter Girls.
Oh, gosh. This is my husband's favorite restaurant.
Is that right? I wonder.
He takes our daughter there and tells them that his wife left him after she had the baby. And he's all alone.
All alone. Poor guy.
Do we need to explain this to you?
Maybe, well, let's just put it this way. There are 40 Hooters girls aboard.
And I guess they are the decorations.
That's right.
Tonight, the Winterfest Boat Parade is 20 years old, and have there been some major changes since that very first parade?
And one of the founding fathers, so to speak, is big band singer Tommy Mercer. He shares some thoughts about those early years.
Well, it got started in 1971. It started to grow a little bit. Committee of 3 people, plus the committee, plus people who were volunteers of the chamber, got together, made some calls, and we started calling people we knew that had boats in the community. Before we knew it, we had 42 boats. And I love it because I remember being a part of it, and I had no idea it would ever get to where it is today. Even my hat shrunk. See what happened to this?
If Peg was in charge of the course, it'd have been a circle.
right, here comes number 20. This is from yesterday's memories to today's life. Sponsored by WLYF Life. This is the Mariner 3. It's 122 feet long, designed by Michael Pine of Balloon Productions.
Yep, they say from yesterday's memories to today's life. And as we said, sponsored by WLYF, WMRZ Radio.
And they do want you to know they're here.
They're here. This is number 25, however.
And I'll let you say the name of this.
It's the Rusalka.
Very good. Sponsored by Barnett Bank. And this one has 20,000 white and green lights, a 25-foot Christmas tree, can you imagine? Toy soldiers and reindeer, and look at their name up in lights.
Now here's number 27, a 30-footer called Never Satisfied. You know why? Because next year he wants a 28-footer.
Exactly.
Here's number 28, Tailpiper 2, a 42-footer, capturing the storybook memories of youth. The Tailpiper's theme is Fantasy on Parade, reflections of childhood. Fantasy on Parade, reflections of childhood.
Look at that. They have the reindeer suspended. Can you see that? They're not standing on anything. That is
Here
really
you go.
cute.
Here's your BCT Canada Dry bus boat. The Broward County Transit boat is a one-of-a-kind, 42 feet long.
Now, we were saying earlier that they really went to a lot of effort to make a boat look like a bus.
Actually, it is a bus. Did you know?
Is it really a bus on a boat?
They put a bus on the boat. It doesn't have an engine in it, they tell me, but it is an actual bus on the boat. When it comes into the lights, you'll see it. It is an actual bus.
The Broward County Transit bus boat is the first known bus to travel on the water. The maintenance employees really had a task on their hands transforming that bus to a boat.
It's the bus itself, the structure of the bus is basically the same as any other bus that's on the road, minus its engine, transmission, and any other components that were not necessary to make this thing float to get the weight down. We've got it down to approximately 10,000 pounds right now, and we're having pontoons built right as we speak to float this thing. And we're going to have 3 large pontoons, approximately 40 foot long and 30 inches high, which we will assemble at the dock, put it in the water. It'll be powered by 115 horsepower Mercury Mariner engines, and everything else will be basically a transit coach.
Special guests on board are Ian Ziering and Jenny Garth, both from our very popular show on Channel 7, Beverly Hills, 90210, Thursdays at 9 o'clock.
Hi, this is Brian Austin Green, wishing all of you happy holidays from the 1991 Winterfest Boat Parade.
Here's our buddies from Y100 and Bunning the Florist. Their entry is called Visions of Sugar Plums, featuring thousands of miniature lights, giant peppermint candy canes, brightly wrapped gumdrops and candies, and it's got to be a favorite with our sweet tooth friends.
Oh, we don't know anybody who's a sweet tooth.
No, not around here. This is number 38, the Impulsive, a 41-footer. More than 5,000 lights adorn the Impulsive. Before the next showboat comes into view, you should have seen it just a few days ago. Deborah Young, tell us about it.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Joan. How are you doing this evening? We're 3.5 days away from the Winterfest Boat Parade here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, going up the Intercoastal. Would you believe that we are going to have a full-scale circus aboard the Swap Shop barge? It has taken us thousands of man-hours to try to prepare and plan for this event. The circus from the Fort Lauderdale Swap Shop, Grady Marine, Garrett Sound and Lighting have all had to join forces to make what a spectacular show that you're going to see tonight. This work barge will transform into a full circus show, and it will be spectacular, full costumes, full sound and light, one beautiful show.
All right, here we go with a 40-footer, sponsored by the Swap Shop Circus, Stardust, Spangles, and Dreams. Vessel is the Pile Express, Graymar number 8, and the Graymar Sun. It's 3 boats hooked together. They've got an elephant aboard. There's a bear performing. The orchestra aboard is the Mike Nagel Trio. They have a 120,000 watt sound system. Just a little bigger than the one in Joan's house.
Yeah, slightly. They've got an actual string of like concert lights, you know, the kind you see in the arena on the ceiling. This is unbelievable.
See the band up on top there, the guy with the drums? The elephant is performing. And very happy to be here, I might add. I don't see the bear. I don't know if he's performing right now. Yeah, that's an 8-ring circus going on there.
Yeah, not exactly traditional Christmas, but what the heck?
What the heck?
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from the world-famous Sanders Family Circus and the fabulous Swamp.
Joan, the people on shore see all the beautiful boats, but what do you see?
I see all the beautiful people. People begin to wave when they see you, and they call out hello, and they call out, can we talk? And it's just great. If you're aboard a boat in the parade, it is a stirring sight. I mean, the entire waterway is ablaze with colorful lights of all shapes and sizes and brilliance. The Fort Lauderdale Area Board of Realtors sponsors the shoreline decorating competition. This, by the way, is the 14th year that property owners and businesses participated in the landside aspect of the parade. And what a sight it is to see. Wow. How many celebrities can you name that were Grand Marshals of Winterfest?
Wonder what I have to do to be Grand Marshal.
You have to have a show on Channel 7. That's what you have to do. Actually, you have to be very lucky. Knock on plexiglass. Stay tuned. There's more parade coming your way.
And we hope you find your place in the sun. Joan, this town is yours for the next 48 hours. What are you going to do with it?
I'm going to go shopping.
Fort Lauderdale is proud to host Winterfest. This is celebrating the holidays South Florida style in this beautiful climate with boats and the waterways. We're having a fantastic time. Happy holidays.
This is an 87-footer. And this is a lighthouse covered with all kinds of lights. A total of 4,000 lights used to decorate this boat. This was designed by Captain Tom Hall, who for the past 5 years has gone all out decorating this boat. And that is great. Look at the birds.
Isn't that terrific?
The birds are something, and they've got palm trees on this one and boats going around in a circle. That is very elaborate.
She may be small, 23 foot, but she's always one of the boat parade's favorite entries. The hanky-panky features a mother and baby swans following a flying Santa carrying a shimmering star.
Here's number 64, Advanced Roofing, in case you can't see the sign. This boat is called the Absolutely. It's a 33-footer, and it represents Advanced Roofing, who's been a winner in this parade for the past 2 years.
Hello, I'm Sharon Belden, Miss Florida USA 1992, wishing all of you happy holidays.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
And don't forget, we've got Light Up Lauderdale coming up the end of the month. December 31st, we'll close out the new year in high style in downtown Fort Lauderdale. Hope you can join us then.
But before we leave you tonight, we take a look at some of the other boats in the parade and some of the highlights from the past.
And Tommy Mercer just recorded a new version of an old Christmas favorite. You listen to this.
And from all of us here at Channel 7, Happy Holidays.
This is what Christmas is all about. Friendship, love, and entertainment, and just a great ambiance of everybody. Just wonderful.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
The 1991 Winterfest Boat Parade was brought to you in part by Chase Manhattan Bank. Profit from the experience. Mayors, the fine art of giving. Washington apples, they're as good as you've heard. Moet and Chandon, France's best loved champagne. Your local Toyota dealers. And by the card, the American Express card. Don't leave home without it. Some accommodations and taping facilities were provided by Guest Quarters Suite Hotel, where you can enjoy luxurious suite accommodations on the beautiful Intracoastal Waterway for the price of an ordinary room at other hotels. Travel arrangements for special guests and celebrities provided by Continental Airlines. One airline can make a difference.
Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. And have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Good night to Bob and Joan and all the people in South Florida, and have a happy, healthy holiday season.